What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Off the Record Podcast. Before we begin, I would like to thank Sheraton Atakoy for allowing us to be here today and shoot this episode. And now, let me introduce my co-host, my teammate, my brother, Elijah Bryan.
Thanks for having me. So today we have one of the very special guests, 3-time EuroLeague champion, 6-time Turkish Basketball League champion, 1-time Coach of the Year. Maybe should have been Coach of the Year last year, but we won't get into that. Please welcome Ergin Ataman.
Hello, guys.
Big audience. But, what's up, Coach? How you doing? How was your summer?
Well, very good. In summer, that I like too much to swim, the sea. So actually, I swim all year last year in Athens, But, summer more enjoying to different place. Especially this summer, I enjoy a lot of the Greek island also, because over there everybody was very lovely over there. But of course in Turkey, Bodrum, Çeşme, so it was very nice summer, but now it's time again to start to work like all of you guys.
Yeah, so Coach, we've known you for years, obviously you coaching us, but what was your youth like? How did you get into basketball? What inspired you to be a basketball coach or get into basketball?
So actually I played, when I was young, I played basketball in the cadet team, junior team, and it was one of the best in Turkey for the young teams. But I didn't have a chance to be professional, but I'm in love with basketball. In all of my when I was young, I only play basketball. So school basketball. Then for me I was very upset to don't take the professional basketball players. They offer me to start to coaching to mini basket, to basketball academy like this. And I start with love. I study in the meantime. I study economic in the university. But for me, I enjoy to make basket. So I start 19 years old to do basketball coaching. And then actually, in our job, many coaches are ex-player. I never be professional player, but I work 7 years in the all category of the basketball. So mini basket, cadet team, junior team. I was assistant coach in Efes with the mythology coach, Aydıners with him. And then I like to this job. I enjoy. So I don't think that this is only job for me. This is also my hobby. I like to enjoy to my job, and now I make fun. I make my job, but I make fun also.
And I would say one of your best attributes as a coach is the confidence that you give your players and the confidence that you have yourself. Where did this confidence come from?
Actually, I don't know too much where it's coming, but so this is my character. Maybe because I never scared in my life. When I start to make this job, I have my family job. My father, many times he told to me, what are you doing in basketball? So we have a company, come to make the company together. I say, no. So I have this comfortable maybe. I enjoy to basketball, and this take me some courage for this. And then I was same also when I was on the young team coach. So think about that. I never lost one championship when I was coaching in the young team, cadet team, junior team, under 22 team. I won all titles in Turkey. Nobody knows now, of course, it passed 30 years ago, and it gives me a lot of confidence. I work with many also young players that after be a star, like Hido. He was my player. Turkcan was my player in the junior team. Okur, he was my player. So it gives me confidence. And to be coaching, also it's something that you need a lucky. First offer to me came when I was 30 years old from Telecom, Ankara. I was assistant coach in Efes, 7 years. It comes me one offer, and I accept. So everybody told me, why you make this risk? I was very comfortable in Efes. I take good money. Efes won the first European Cup, COTY Cup in that period. But I take Telecom. I have in the team also 2 players older than me. They have 32 and 33 years old. And in the first of my year to be head coaching, I was in the final against Efes. It was the first time of the Telekom Ankara. I lost the final, but I beat them in the President Cup. And I keep Telekom in the first, in the EuroLeague, first time in the history. So it gives me, first step always is very important. It gives me a lot of confidence.
So going off your confidence, you've developed, I'd like to say, an aura around you. You have an aura. And obviously, me and Shannon play with you, and this celebration has become one that everyone likes to talk about.
Iconic celebration.
Where did this originate from? I know you talked about it with Chime, but we wanted to hear what you had to say, and how did that come about?
Listen, it come about with the feeling. So every time I have a good feeling in all teams that I was coaching, always I have a good feeling with the fans and with the city. And maybe this is the key that, so if you watch to my career, if you watch the Turkish basketball history, they make one documentary, Turkish basketball history. There is maybe 5-6 episodes that Ataman make the history. So in all clubs that I went, I was coaching, I make some history. So first time in the EuroLeague, first time champion Turkish, first time Euro Cup, first time Final Four. So, and then this started also when I was coaching in Siena, in Montepaschi, Siena. Because first time was when I was 35 years old, 20 years ago, more, 23 years ago, one Turkish coach started coaching in Europe. It was first time, professional, like a professional. I went there, and Siena was a medium level team in Italy. And on the first press conference, they asked me, what is your goal? And I told that I come here for win the Euro Cup. And everybody started to smile. Next day on the newspaper, Italian newspaper, Turkish coach have big dreams, but we'll see how many days he will stay in Italy. That year, I won the Euro Cup with the teams, of course, and it was amazing. And Siena was one of the all coaches in that period in Italy. They was so cool. Everybody was cool, coach. So I like the people there, and I start to enjoy with the fans together. And I think that I start over there after this big title that it was the first historical title for Siena to make this. Everybody loves this. And then it's continue in Beşiktaş, in Galatasaray. So it's also, you know, basketball is results, but it's show. And the people liked to this. People are waiting to me that when I make like this, even before the game starts. Now, I don't like, if this is a derby game, I have some things. I don't like to make two things, fist, before the game. Because every time I make before, I lost the game. So now I make like this, I make like this. So only
and then when you win the
final,
game.
I win the game.
Okay, so obviously you've coached in Italy, you've coached in Greece, now you've coached in Turkey. The Turkish league has now adopted a new rule, 7 foreigners. What do you think that is going to do to affect the Turkish development? Obviously, you've coached all the different levels, from youth teams up into professional level. Do you like the rule? Do you dislike the rule? Do you think that's going to hurt with the development of Turkish guys? What do you feel about that new rule?
I like the rule. Actually, we talked many times with president of federation about this role, and I support this role. Why? Most of important, one Turkish player always will be on the court. Because watching to the Turkish league in the past years, I saw many teams, especially in Anatolia, some medium level teams, they have 5 foreigners or 6 foreigners, 5 foreigners in Turkish league, and 37 minutes average play that guys. And one or Turkish guy, they go to the court 2 minutes, 3 minutes to get them to rest. They got them to, you take water, then 37 minutes. This is not good for the basket. This is not good for the national team. We need players that take responsibility. So now, this one player on the Turkish league, it's very important that we will have 16 teams. If one player play 20 minutes average, 32 players will be key player now in the teams. Right. On the other side, why 7 foreigners? Because there are some clubs, like my clubs, I was coaching in Efes, What we want, we have a good budget. If we have only 5 foreigners on the court, we keep all best Turkish players in our team. And these players, 11th player, 12th player, they never play. So now these players that don't have a chance, will not have a chance to play, they will go to other clubs like this to take the first +1 to Turkish main Turkish player. And you guys, foreigner players in the Turkish league, you can change for 4 spot, you can change with you. And the teams that have these players also will be comfortable for the clubs in the Euro Cup, in the EuroLeague, that 7 players are there to, because stay out, to don't play on the game. You can also, coaches can manage to give 20 minutes to you, to 20 minutes to you. It will be more, it's something radical what the federation make, but I believe that will give results in a 1-2 years, because we saw that the last rule that doesn't work well in Turkey. So in national team, unfortunately, it's very small players we have, lower, so only 10, 15 players we have to get the responsibilities. Now we hope that we will have 32 players to take responsibility in the Turkish league.
And speaking about the national team, obviously we've had some Turkish players now come back to playing in Europe. Furkan Korkmaz is in Monaco. Cedi has obviously joined you. Faruk has joined you. What do you think that does for the national team, having these guys back in Europe?
Now it's a big chance for the national team that these 3 guys, that they are good players, but in the last years in NBA, they didn't find the minutes to play. Furkan Korkmaz, I never saw him to play in the last 2-3 years. Okay, Philadelphia Sixers, but no, he doesn't play. Ömer Yurtseven also in Miami, start well. But after that, some games he played 20-25 minutes. Then you see that 10 games, he's not even in the roster. And Cedi, he was very good on the first years. Now on the last years in San Antonio, he take less minutes, not even. Now these 3 players will take the EuroLeague level experience. That for me, I told every time that now the EuroLeague competition, it's similar, maybe stronger to the regular NBA regular season. So I saw this you saw guys that the players, the NBA players coming in the EuroLeague, it's not easy. They think that they are playing. No, it's different basketball. So will be very good for the national team. They will play also in the windows, of course, when there is no on the same day with the EuroLeague. With the club games, for the European champions, they will be ready. They play minutes. We have in NBA now Alperen Şengün, that now he's a star. Okay, respect. He's a star. He play minutes. Onur Alpbitim, he play in the G League sometimes. So now also with we will have a really very good national team. And I told everybody now it's time. In my career I won everything in the Europe. So of course I need to win. I like to win more. But I miss only one thing, to take one important medal, one important title in the national team. And now I believe that with these players, with this experience, we will have this chance this summer in the Eurobasket 25 to be competitive for the title. This is, I never say something on the air. So I believe for this, and these guys that come to play in Europe, with the experience, I believe that we will have a lot of chance.
And last question regarding the national team. Obviously, there were some things that happened with my situation in the national team last year, some unfortunate things. But from your perspective, since we're both sitting here now on camera, let's kind of clear up what happened last year.
Before I will explain what happened to the last year, but before of this, Shane and me, tonight, we will explain to all of you guys in Europe that on the Eurobasket 25 title, Shane will be with us. So.
Let's do it.
So we talk many times with him. We make a deal because I know that he wants too much to help to Turkish basketball. Now he make great effort for everything also on the social side. And talking with him, a little bit scared on the first talking because what happened last year I will talk now, but he was very kind. And we understand to each other, and I believe that with Shane, and on the other side also Wilbekin, if we need, also Wilbekin will be ready to play. So we will be all strongest. Why we go to the other European players? We talked this many times in the federation about this. And I thought, okay, there is many names on the market. You say, my players, they talk about my players will join the Turkish national team like this. I thought, we have in Turkey the best, one of the best EuroLeague players. And last year he showed that he was one of the best. Honestly, I like to transfer to him, but he's Efes player, and Efes is my club also. I told him, if Efes doesn't want to say there is something wrong, I like to keep him immediately. So for us will be a great deal if we can use him. I hope that he will be healthy because everything happened last year because he was not healthy. And so this is one good thing for the future. Now, what happened last year? Of course, we must understand about this. First of all, last year was very important for Turkey for the pre-Olympic Games because we keep the pre-Olympic Games in Istanbul. And we want to advance for the preliminary game. And of course, last year Alperen came, Ömer came, only Cedi didn't came. He wants to rest, some reasons. He make a deal with the federation, he stay out. But of course, for me, was very important to have Shane or Wilbekin on the roster. Watching to the other big teams, everybody has one. We need that. This is the reality now. And when I make the roster, I know that you guys at the final of the season in the playoffs, you put a lot of effort. You can get some injury like this. I talk to people that I will candidate both you and Wilbekin, and hopefully one of them we can reach. One of them we can, but everybody knows that. So Wilbekin, Scott is a great player, but for our chemistry, Shane was more important because he played more on the one position, point guard. Scotty, for me, is more two-position player. And after that, we announced this, but what happened? Shane, you come to Turkey, and it was a big surprise for us that he was injured because in the playoff finals, you play great. Scotty also played great. So Scotty played around 32, 33 minutes average with 14, 15 points. And you also play 30, 32 minutes in the all playoff series, even in the finals. And the season was finished. And I feel very comfortable. Two players are very good. But after that, they told me that Shane is injured. I say, how? So he played basketball. They told, yes, you come to Istanbul and you went to the doctor, MRI, and doctor told me there is a serious injury to Shane. On the other side, Wilbekin, he didn't come also. He called the federation, the manager like this. He said, I'm injured. I will not come. We called also to him to come because you said you are injured, to come to go to the doctor again. And then what we think that until the last day, we try to recover one of them, you guys or Wilbekin. Wilbekin didn't come, nothing. So I don't know his reason. He told that he was injured, but if one player is injured, he's a national team player, and he get the advantage to play in Turkey like a Turkish player, he needs to come to Turkey with the Turkish doctor, with the national team doctor to go there. And then, of course, I cannot play with the players that doctor told me that he's injured. For your situation, doctors told me that Shane is injured. I asked to them, but how many days he needs? They told me, nobody knows. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. And I told to them, let's try to make rehabilitation to him, and you start to make a therapy here. You make the therapy, and we went to Bormio for the camp. I told to the guys in manager, I want Shane also to stay in Bormio with us than to keep in my control. They told me much better that he stay in Turkey because he will make more intensive therapy. And I say, okay, we stay 2 weeks in Bormio, then we come back. And I remember very well, it was 4 or 5 days before the pre-Olympic start. And you went to the second MRA. And doctors told me, and they told me that Shane only is now 50%. He needs 50% more. And I asked again to doctors, can you continue to do therapy that maybe I don't need him on the beginning of the tournament, but maybe on the final of the tournament, because I know that we can beat the other teams, but Croatia is a big teams. They told me probably can be. Then I think there was a misunderstanding with you, your manager, with the federation doctors, and you left to United States. And then, of course, we stay on the bad situation. Honestly, I told you before, if 3 days more, it was not a misunderstanding. You stay in 15 days in Turkey. If you stay 3 days more there, then you come to me, doctors come to me, coach, it's impossible. You need 2-3 weeks. Of course, I will not, how you can play, was injured, but it was misunderstanding. And in that situations, of course, Wilbekin didn't come, and finally, you didn't play. And on the people on the Turkey, they was very upset about the situations because the national team needs you guys. And the people start to talk why they get Turkish passport, they play in the league like Turkish, why they are not playing like this. And then I didn't punish. Everybody thinks that I punish you guys. No, there is a Turkish Federation rules, and they give some punishment. I don't want to make too much speculation because your situation was different than COTY situations. I think that the competition between Fener and Efes, they like to make the balance for this. And you guys, you take 1 year. You didn't play, of course. You play in the league like a foreigner players, but you didn't play like a Turkish players. But anyway, so sometimes something happened. Maybe it's our mistake also to don't make a good communication with you, with your clubs like this. Okay, it passed. Maybe for you was better that you play less minutes. You play better in the EuroLeague now. You didn't play many games in the Turkish league because I remember when you was when you play like Turkish. Always I like to push. Shane, come on, play. Right. So you play a great season in the EuroLeague. Also, Scotty make a great season in the EuroLeague. And now, I hope that you was very kind to accept again. I hope that also Wilbekin, if we need, he can play. And we resolve this. So something happened. It was misunderstanding. Everybody has some fault. Nobody, if there is something, I don't like to say this is your fault, this is his fault. All of us, we make some mistake, but now it's time to forget the past and focus for the future.
Yeah, and from my side, I think he pretty much broke it all down. I think it was just a misunderstanding, a very unfortunate situation. I think if we would have communicated better on both sides, it never probably would have happened. But it's all water under the bridge now. I'm back with the national team. Happy to be back, and hope to see you guys Eurobasket 2025.
Wow.
There we go. There we go.
So now that we've got that kind of elephant out of the room, we can focus on other questions. So you've pretty much won everything, like you said. You've won EuroLeague, you've won all this stuff. What have you ever thought about going to the NBA to be a coach? Has it ever been on your mind?
Why I am here now to make podcasting with you guys? Because Los Angeles Lakers make the head coach, the podcasting guy with LeBron.
JJ Redick.
Different life in NBA, different mentality. They have respect. So I know that they have a lot of respect against us. We have also a lot of respect to all NBA clubs or NBA coaches, but they don't like too much to give this responsibility to the one European coach that are coaching in the EuroLeague. I know that they have a lot of respect, but I made some conversation 2 years ago, and one important guy on the GM, he told me, let's come here to make 3-4 years to be on the staff, to be assistant. Come on, guys. So if I have 40 years old, maybe I can accept. But with this career now, to go to make the assistant coaching to that, it's something, why you keep me like assistant coach? My career, my character is to be a leader of the coach. So in the past, all my past conversation, on the podcast, on report, I told that NBA, it's my dream to be a head coach in NBA. Now it's over. I told everybody, my dream is not more to be NBA coach. If there is some NBA team that has a dream to improve their clubs with one European from 17 on the last, from Efes, from the last position on the final in the last 4 years, 3 EuroLeague titles. Not only titles, I believe that, so you guys enjoy, because I'm not a coach to say, come on, we need to pass 5 passes in offense, then until, no, for me it's important to have the rules and insight of the rules, give the responsibility of the players. So every time, the last time out when Micic take the 3-point shot, on the last time out, I told to them, okay, play one pick and pop, then you can read. You guys, you must read. So there is no, I don't have a PlayStation I like to give this comfortable for the players, like you guys, like now I gave in Panathinaikos for Sulukas. So Sulukas was a great player in the past, but last year he made his career also on the scorer points. Kendrick Nunn, I played with many NBA players also, even with Allen Iverson, even with Darren Williams, Carlos Arroyo, Shane Larkin, you. So NBA has a different mentality, respect, but I want to say one more time, you guys, you are not world champion, Boston Celtics, you are not world champion. You are only NBA champion, American champion. We are the EuroLeague champion. If you want to be world champion, come to play with us. This is a challenge. Come to play. Then beat to us. Okay, you can make to be a world champion. So I have the confidence to myself. If one day one NBA team come, of course, when my contract is over, because I am very happy in Panathinaikos. I extended to my contract until 2027. But if one day they come, they want to make this, I never scare. I never scare to coaching any players, because I make my rules and I give to them to that responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, you took my next question out of my mouth. So if you guys were to play Panathinaikos, Boston Celtics, both of you guys won championships in your respective leagues this year, which rules would you like to play with? NBA rules or European rules?
No, European rules. So,
European rules?
Of course. European rules, and we will invite them to play in Oaxaca, in our stadium. And maybe not in Oaxaca, on the stadium, because you get the experience that we played the last tournament with 42,000 people, and the atmosphere was really great.
Amazing.
Today I saw that our president, I have a big feeling with Mr. Yiannopoulos. He's like me. He's a guy that he like to create something new. And today he make a statement that he invite to NBA champion to play in the stadium with 80,000 people on the open air. So let's come on. The basketball is a global thing. So, okay, we play with EuroLeague rules, like the Olympic also played like this. You saw like the, first you come, we play in the Europe, then we will come, if we come to NBA, we play with your rules.
Perfect.
So you won EuroLeague last year, but let's go back to Efes the first year you got there. Did you know your team was going to turn into what it turned into when you signed all these new players?
Nobody can guarantee, but I believe that when I keep Efes in 2017, it was on the last position. And in the last short period, I didn't have a chance to change the players, of course. We finished the season on the last position. And at the end of the season, Mr. Özilhan, our president, big president, he told me, Ergin, this is not your responsibility. But now you make your team, this will be your responsibility. And I told Mr. Özilhan, Mr. President, because Efes, 1 year before, they changed some strategy. They cut some budget. They start to give chance to do some young players, some new players from G League, some new. And I told the president, I can't work like this. Please come back to the X budget, give me 20% more for the budget, because I want to make a good team. And he told me, but this is your responsibility. I told, even I start with your X budget, if I lost 3-4 games, you will cut me. Because they cut me before I was coaching third time at Efes. 2 times, they cut me from Efes. In 2001 and in 2010, when my contract is over, it was finished. And I like to build my team. He gave me some budget. And one of the key, now of course we make a podcast with Shane. It was Shane situation. Okay, I start to check the Boston Celtics game and I say, wow, so this guy. And I never scared, I transferred Darren Williams. So immediately we contact with his agent. And of course he was in NBA, but he's not happy to his minutes in NBA. And they told to me if he will get a contract to play 20, 25 minutes, he will stay in NBA. If not, there is a chance to play. So let's make a contract with Shane, but give to him 25 July, I think it was, NBA out. For me, it was okay. I like to make a bad challenge, but when I talked to Mr. Tuncay, he said, no, after 25 July, you will see that he will stay in NBA. We will not find anybody, so we will be out. So then after that, and I say that I take the responsibility. Then it was very funny. Every day we start to count. 24 days left, 23 days left, 22 days left. Also Ismail coming, and 25th. So at night, he didn't find his contract that he likes in NBA, and he joined his NBA out was open, and bingo, it was. We make the bingo. On the other side, about Micic, that he was the, in Žalgiris he played like a backup guard, and but our budget in that period was not higher. We give good budget to Shane in that period. So we need some players, young players that can. I like Micic, and we make transfer to Micic. Then the only players that I keep from the last year, it was Krostav Simon, because I like to change the system of the basketball. There is a Fenerbahce on the other side that last 2-3 years, always they won the Turkish title, they played the Final Four, and they have one chemistry. I need to build some chemistry opposite than Fenerbahce. What is this? To play with 3 guards, Simon, and then also you come like this on the 3 position. You play many times in our system on the 3. Why? To play with three guards to play the pick and roll on the all system. And then, okay, we built, take the other players we built. And also we get the lucky, sometimes life is very different. Shane get injury in the beginning of the season. Big injury he get, 1-2 months he didn't play good. And I must give all responsibility that I think to give him to Micic. And Micic used very well this part. Yeah. And then I have two key players. Yeah. When he come back, Shane and Micic, these two players. So with the others, we start to play really great basketball. And on the first year, we play the final. Even if we have the experience, we can beat also CSKA in that final. But you know, first time for me to be in the final for the players. We lost the final, but it was great step for
because of Clyburn hitting. What did he hit? 6 threes?
6 threes.
6 threes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
but it happened. So we have that first year. Next year, COVID happens. Obviously, we know what would have happened with that. We've all made our statements about that one. And then we go back to back and went back to back. Which one of those felt better to you? Or I'll make it even more interesting. The back-to-back with Efes or the one you just won with Panathinaikos? Which one felt the best?
First of all, the first EuroLeague title that we won together, it was my first EuroLeague title. It was very exciting. Yeah. But it was pandemic season. There was not a fans. You remember, right. It was in the empty arena in Köln. Yeah. And but it was our first title. It was very exciting for me, especially after the pandemic season that we were dominate the league with 28 games we played, 24 game win we had. But pandemic season, it was very exciting for me, first one. Second one, okay, little bit different because there is a fans after that. And we won the second one with buzzer shots. With the buzzer to Micic on the semi-final against Olympiakos. That Olympiakos was 15,000 people, if you remember. Everybody came from Athens for win. We won. And then same kind of a game against Real Madrid. So that Real Madrid was the favorite. It was exciting also, but okay, it was for me something now regular. Of course, now with Panathinaikos, when I went to Panathinaikos, everybody asked to me, what are you doing in Panathinaikos? You are, okay, we fault, we make a mistake the last season in Efes, but anyway, so 2 back-to-back champion, you sign with the team on the 17th position. But I like to challenge. I like to this. And then day by day, the crowd improve every day. And I saw many times, it was my dream when I signed with Panathinaikos. I saw the old pastime to Panathinaikos, to atmosphere in Oaxaca. And it started to be same atmosphere in Oaxaca, same atmosphere. And then, of course, when we won in Berlin, we were not favorite. You guys know that Real Madrid was the extremely favorite for win. But we won the semi-final with 15 points. And we won one final game that we were down 20 points on the first quarter. We won the game by 15. And then, of course, 15,000 people that came from Athens to there. It was, for me, maybe the best in my career. So exciting, incredible. And of course, after that, when we come back to Athens, so what happened in Athens?
That was crazy.
I told to all of my friends, I feel now in Athens like I am the coach of the football team of the Real Madrid, of the Manchester United. So because the people they are in love to the basketball, and they have a great respect because they have a great culture of the basketball. And it was something amazing what I live in the last 2-3 months in Greece. It was really, for me, amazing. So to answer your question, I go there, but to be straight, so Panathinaikos title, it was amazing.
I have another tough question for you here. So Obviously, you win 2 back-to-back championships with Anadolu Efes, a big club here in Turkey. Then you go to Greece, you win a championship with Panathinaikos, an amazing club, historical club. Who has better fans? Turkish fans or Greek fans? And then I have another compound question after that.
So, I can say that I'm not talking because now I am Greece, I make a contract, I take my money from the Greece. But they have a great culture of the basketball.
Yeah.
Talking about the basketball, for sure, Greek fans, especially Panathinaikos fans, because also Olympiacos fans are great. You feel when you come, but
Absolutely.
Olympiacos, except the last 3-4 years, they are more exciting for the football, for the soccer.
Right.
But Panathinaikos as a culture, they won 6 times the EuroLeague title. So they have a great culture. And the atmosphere they made in the basketball court, I think there is no any other in the Europe. Okay, Partizan, so some clubs, Žalgiris, but they are very good also. But Panathinaikos fans, they understand the basketball. They make a show talking about the basketball. I say Greeks, Panathinaikos, talking about the football. You know that I am a big fan of the Galatasaray, so I can say that Galatasaray football fans are the best in the Europe.
And speaking about Galatasaray, you've said in the past that you may, at one point in your life, like to be the president of Galatasaray. Let's say you coach for however many more years you would like to coach, and now coaching is over. Would you still like to, take that role on and being the president of Galatasaray?
I had a great memory in Galatasaray in 5 years that I work. Then they give me honor to be a member of the Galatasaray. But to be a president, you need 10 years to be a member. Now I take this honor in 2016 when we won the Euro Cup with Galatasaray. It was amazing because Galatasaray also loves the basketball. This is the basketball in Turkey starts with Galatasaray, in the high school of Galatasaray. There is a great culture, but for the money, budget, sponsor, in the last years, they go down. People always, Galatasaray people, they are asking to me, when you come back to Galatasaray, thinking about why the presidents of the clubs, especially that kind of a clubs, not, of course, Efes, like a sponsor clubs, why they need to be a businessman, to be another. So I study also economic. I managed my family company for many years. Now I have a great experience in the high level sport. So basketball after football is immediately the second sport in Europe. So why one sportsman that he's inside of the sport, but he knows also the relation with the Europe. He has a good feeling with the fans, that he knows the economic, financial situations. Why will not take to be a president of the club? I love this club, but I told many times, now I am professional coach, I am in the very high level professional. I like to continue my job, but one day, if I stop to make a coaching, I will not go to make another job. So I like to be on the management side. And if I will be on the management side, I like to be on the top.
Of course.
Because only if you are on the top, you can build your system. You can make your... And I feel every time like this. Why Galatasaray has a really great fans, great clubs, great organization. Why in the football, in the Champions League, in the last 10 years, 15 years, didn't play any, not title, but quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. So I want to make this also. Why the basketball team of Galatasaray now are playing in the FIBA Champions League. Why? I told every time to them, why? Where is the Galatasaray sponsor? Why we cannot manage like Barcelona, like Real Madrid, like Fenerbahce, also the basketball club. So if one day I will keep the president of the Galatasaray, I will build this football team, one of the good with the goal to be on the quarterfinals, on the semi-finals, on the Champions League, and Galatasaray basketball team to play in the EuroLeague. It's not important to every time to win the EuroLeague, but to be there. Yeah. Because Galatasaray in the past was one of the very important member of the EuroLeague. Yeah. This, and of course, the other sports also. Not only Galatasaray is a big clubs, volleyball, women's basketball. So to use this potential, I'm a sportsman, I have this experience. I show in my career that I keep the teams from the lower to take, and now if one day I stop to be, if the people on the Galatasaray members, they want me, I will be candidate. I don't afraid about this.
Okay, so you win back-to-back EuroLeague champions. I won one.
So, yeah, on the second one, yeah. Yeah. But you played great, I remember in the...
Yeah. So you win back-to-back EuroLeague champions, and then you add Will Clyburn, and I'm thinking, as a support role player, okay, it's going 3-peat. So that year we don't even make the playoffs. So what happens?
It's happened in the basketball. Sometimes you keep the best player, and something start going wrong. Clyburn is for me is the best 3-man in the Europe, in the EuroLeague. And when we transfer him, he was the key player in CSKA Moscow for many years, best. But our team chemistry doesn't have that kind of a 3-man, because we had always you guys and Simon, and the ball can use with Larkin and with Micic, but he needs a ball. He needs to play with the ball, and I need to give him also the ball. And of course, another things, it was that Shane was injured on the half of the season in that period, and he was very important player for us. And Micic also get a lot of injury in that year. So what happened that I changed the system, and we give the ball to Clyburn, because Shane was injured half of the season. Micic, every time you remember, every month, 2-3 days, he went to Munich to his doctor on the Munich to get injection like this. Yeah. After that, he come, coach, I can't. So it was, and what we can do, we give the ball to Clyburn. Then Shane come back, Micic start to play, but the system broken, and the panic start in all of us, because we start the season for win one more time, and everything started going very bad, and even we didn't reach the playoffs, because if we reached the playoffs, something changed for sure, because we have a great team, and we fall. This is like this on the sport. Sometimes you make one addition that you think that now back-to-back champion with him also we will be more easy, but we lost the balance. And it was for me very interesting season, because big upset for everybody, club, me, you guys. And you know that I accept the Panathinaikos offer in the middle of the season. It was, and talking with Mr. President Tuncay, he told me, but okay, you signed, but you want to continue with Efes? I say, yes, I want to win in the final against Fenerbahce. And he told me, okay, we stay quiet, but how we can stay quiet in Europe? So everybody started to written about this. But finally, also after we lost the 42 points in Fenerbahce game, again, I had a very hard discussion with the president. He asked me he told me that you guys, you left because you already signed. Players knows that you signed, so I think that it's over for us the season. But I told him, no, it's not over. For me, it's a challenge. We are on the now lower 42 points, And then you know that we made the miracle. We won in Fenerbahçe Arena. And then, of course, for me was exciting to finish to my career with one more title against Fenerbahçe. And it was good for me because I believe that I made a great history. Together we made great history, guys, in Efes. To left to Efes, upset on the season that everybody know. At the final, we won very important Turkish league title. And I went to Panathinaikos with these emotions. It was good for everybody, for the club, for my relation, because I have a really very familiar relation with the president and his family.
So, I mean, talking about it, we go back to back. Obviously, we have that next season. It doesn't go the way that any of us wanted to go. What went into the decision to sign with Panathinaikos?
Listen, in your career, you must take some radical decision. I feel that FS Club needs some change, because 5 years we were together, everybody, so something, it's tired. The connection was tired with me, with the club, with you guys like this. And I like to challenge. In that period, when my agent talked with Panathinaikos, when he say also to the Panathinaikos that there is a probability that Ergin Ataman will left to Efes, I remember very well. They didn't believe about it. Wow, it's not possible that. He say he wants to leave, and we feel that also club accepts this separation, and then I take permission also to the Mr. President Tuncay to make a conversation with Panathinaikos. And I feel that they have Mr. Yiannakopoulos. He had a great respect to me, even before, because he told me like this, okay, you are a good coach, you won back-to-back, you won many titles, but more than a coach, I like your personality, your courage, your leadership. And we need that kind of a guy here to rebuild everything. Are you ready for this? It was the challenge that I like. So it was my feeling. I didn't talk too much about the contract like this. He told me, and I told him, okay, what kind of a project you think? He told me, believe me that with you, we will make a big project. And I accept immediately. I returned to Efes and I talked with Mr. Tuncay and I told him, listen, honestly, because we have this family, there is this offer to me. I have emotion for this. What is your feeling? What you think? And he told me, Ergin, your feeling is also my feeling. That if you feel like this, I must feel also on the same way. I saw also this, that there is something tired with you and with the players like this. So, but let's wait the end of the season. This answer for me, it was enough to wait on the end of the season, because in my career I wait 2 times end of the season in that period in Efes, and then we didn't make a new contract. And also like the Live City, maybe I had problems with fans in Fenerbahçe, too much confusion like this. I like to go little bit out of the Turkey, out of these things. And Athens, it was only 1 hour with me. Sarp, Sarp, my son, he was completely against for this. When they sent me the contract, I remember that I was in Mandarin. You guys also was in Mandarin over that, with Clyburn. Contract came to me. We print the contract. My wife kept the contract. Sarp kept the contract and start to run. He said, no, unfortunately, no. Yeah. And we convinced him very difficult. And you know that last year he didn't come to Athens also because he was a great. He keeps like a family for Efes. But it was my decision, and after that also Sarp, my wife, liked life in Athens. And this year, altogether, we will be in Athens, and we enjoy, of course, in our job, the most important thing is to be successful. But I live very comfortable now over there. So it was in my career, it was a really great decision to make this, to accept this challenge, and I won.
So obviously you moved to Panathinaikos and you go on and win, and you stated that it was a big project, meaning there would be a big budget, right? So in the 2026-2027 season, EuroLeague is going to implement a salary cap where can kind of even the playing field. Coming from an experienced and high-level coach like you, what are your thoughts on the salary cap?
First of all, I like to say, okay, we had a good budget last year, but everybody thinks that it's a huge, huge budget because we transfer many players. It was not like this. Okay, our budget was good on the maybe top 5, 6 in the EuroLeague, but it's not like this exaggeration. Why? Because we transferred Sulukas from Olympiacos. Okay, we made a good budget there because he deserved this. It was the key player of your opponent. But also in the team, our budget was on the medium-high level. This year, okay, of course, after the big revenue, because it was all sold out, the last, and season tickets, immediately in 1 hour, sold out the season tickets. We improved a little bit the budget. Okay, now we are on the, I think, one of the first 4 or 5 budget again, but also you guys have a good budget. Real Madrid, Fenerbahce, Barcelona, Milano. One up, one less. Not change too much. About the salary cap, I believe that EuroLeague must think many, many times about this. Because, okay, it's important to improve the marketing to revenue in the EuroLeague. Okay, give chance. If I have a big revenue now, like a Panathinaikos, maybe now our owner, he make money for this, for what happened. Now this season he spent 15 million only for the arena. Why? Because he saw that the teams is good and the revenue comes, sponsors come, tickets improve, and what is important for the EuroLeague to improve the marketing, not to take the salary cap, for improve the marketing to go. Is football is 100, basketball marketing is like now 5, so huge difference. But the crowd, the competition is very nice. The arenas are sold out in many countries. The basketball is like on the football level. Let's improve the incoming, improve the revenue. Because if you make the salary cap, then what happened? NBA is over there, are there to keep the players. And if the good players left Europe, because there is a salary cap like this, after what happened? You lost the people. People are not coming to watch people are coming to watch you guys. And but of course, the club are in the trouble because the salaries are going up and the marketing, the revenue are not going up in many clubs in the EuroLeague. In football, when you participate in the football Champions League, only on the participate, you take 35 million euros only to be on that. In basketball, when you win the EuroLeague, you can take only 3-4 million for everything. So let's go to improve. Now I heard that there is some different interesting with some biggest company, even in Europe, even from United States, for the Europe to improve the marketing. This will be important. To salary cap, of course NBA can make the salary cap. This is a different world. So here we need to improve the marketing.
So I mean, that kind of concludes that part of the podcast. Now we'll get to some short questions.
Yes.
But I have one last thing that I would like to say. So there was a rumor out there recently about Mr. Yiannakopoulos buying Kendrick Nunn a Porsche to stay with Panathinaikos. Can you confirm
Yes.
or deny that is true or not?
Actually, to make more funny, when he likes to make a new contract, to extend it to his contract. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks passed. We know that Kendrick, he was very happy there. And the contract also, they say his agent, okay, but every time he go, he doesn't sign. He wants something like this. And finally, Mr. Yiannakopoulos say, okay, I will give you also one car that you like. Especially if we will win, also the EuroLeague will be fantastic. And he say, okay, I am. Then, okay, he signed the contract. We won the EuroLeague. And what they told me, our general manager, on the first meeting he came and he asked one special edition Lamborghini.
Yeah.
It was also in Greece, it was more than 1 million. Like, like his contract, half of the contract. And president said, okay, I promised to you to buy the car, but I can't find you this car now. Right. Can you accept the Porsche like this? And of course, he was kind. They make a deal. It was one of the parts of his contract. So he's a very professional guy. He's a very good guy. So, and I think that both sides are happy to extend it to his contract. Money plus Porsche. But finally, even if he get the Lamborghini, I think he will not reach to your contract chain.
So now we'll get into a short answer kind of part of the podcast. Quick answers. Fun questions. Do you want to start the questions?
All right. So, if you had the chance to coach an NBA team for a day, which team would you choose?
You know that I like the nice cities. Maybe they can't give me LA, Los Angeles Lakers, but I will be happy in the Clippers.
Okay. If you could pick a starting five from all the players in history, who would be your starting five?
This is very difficult questions. First of all, I keep out you and Shane, you and Elijah, because after they told me you make podcasts with him and you say Shane. For me, you are a great player, one of the greatest players in the EuroLeague. I say for the point guard, Carlos Arroyo. Okay, I work also with Darren Williams, but only 2 months. But Arroyo was for me the number one point guard. For the three position, I can say that it was Hido Türkoğlu. In my first years in Efes, when I make the Final Four, he was a great, young, great. Then he went to NBA. Like a guard, two position. So very difficult. I must say, maybe he is also point guard. But let's go now. In the they play together. Vasa, I can say. Yeah, Micic, of course.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Peter Naumovski, but with you only in Siena, when you was retired, you come to join to team. We won the Supporter Cup, but sorry, I didn't play full season with you. Sorry, Naumovski. 3, Hido. On the 4 position, for sure, Türkcan. Also, he grew up with me in the junior team in Efes. Then I played with him in Efes many years. On the 5 position, I can say now many players, but he's very emotional guy. He's a very good guy. If I can say another player now, I know that he will be upset. For sure, Matthias, you are my favorite player on the center.
Great answers, great answers.
Okay. What was your most unforgettable moment while celebrating a win?
Unforgettable moment to celebrate to win. It was my first title in the EuroLeague. When the EuroLeague commentator asked me a question in the international language in English, I answered in Turkish.
Bravo.
And of course, because in that Köln, in that Final Four, it was forbidden fans. Only they give chance to some family, but it was forbidden in Germany to go under 18. Cannot come to the court.
Right.
And Sarp was with us there. And we take a special permission. Mr. Tuncay talked with Jordi Bartomeu. And they told to us, listen, we are in Germany. We cannot make nothing, but let's make something secret. And you remember, they keep the Sarp in our bus on the last. And then they keep him from the back door. And they keep him on the top of the arenas. And when we won the title, Sarp told me, Daddy, we won. You know why we won? I say, yes, because players, no, because I was very close to the gods over there.
All right. What other sport would you be good at besides basketball?
I like football. And I believe that I can manage also to be a... If I was football trainer, I make more money, I'm sure.
For sure.
But I like football. It's too late for me, but I like football.
Do you have a pregame ritual for good luck?
Of course I have. So I sleep every afternoon before the game. If I sleep, if I can sleep, 99% I will win. I believe about this, and it's happened. Some days I can't sleep. I want to sleep. And it was very bad for me. I am not ready I have a very bad energy. And more than 50%, I lost that game.
What is the funniest moment you've had as a coach?
This is very difficult because, like a coach, always we have adrenaline. So funniest moment, every time it's very difficult to now. Actually, guys, people that make a report, they ask the question, give me the question, they be ready. I'm not ready for this, so it's very difficult, funny situations, I don't remember now. Be honest, I'm honest, so if I say something, it's not true.
If you had to choose a GOAT player, greatest player of all time, who would it be? MJ, Kobe, LeBron, who is your GOAT as coming from a legendary coach like you?
All of them are a legendary coach. I'm very sorry about Kobe, but for me, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
For Sarp, it's LeBron. So we always fight with him, but for me, it's Michael Jordan.
If you had a chance to relive one game that you've coached, which game would that be?
Of course, the question is simple here. It's the game that in my career, I was upset, incredible. France, Turkish national team.
Absolutely.
France game that we lost, miracle loss in overtime, because that team, after we lost against France, if you remember that also against Spain in the group, we lost on the last ball. Spain, France, they played the final, and Spain won the title. For me, it was, I can change this last 10 seconds. I make also a lot of mistake. And when I think many times about this, there is some very trick to that we make the sideline offense, and Burhan has the ball, wants to keep the ball from there. I think, again, take the timeout, don't take the timeout, take the timeout, don't take the timeout. On last second, when he give the pass, Burhan received the pass, I jump and I ask the timeout. And the referees give the timeout. If I don't jump to take the timeout, or the referees didn't give me the timeout, Burhan has the ball and they make foul to Burhan.
Yeah.
After the referees stopped the game, and they asked to on the table, what happened like this? They told that coach is asking a timeout. The referee said, no, it's too late. They didn't give me the timeout, and they denied to Buran. And after Cedi needs to keep the ball, we make turnover over there, and then they keep the ball. They go. Even Cedi lost to 2 free throws. If you make good now the sideline, we won the game, and it was incredible because you are injured. So Buran make his career game of all his career game. But we lost the game, and this game for me is the most that I like to change this last 10 seconds of the game.
Which player on the team would you most want to mute on the bus? Maybe talk. I can guess this one, but I'm gonna let you.
I think it was Adrian. So
For sure.
All right, so if you had to switch places with a different coach for one day, who would you change with? Any coach of all time?
Ancelotti. Because he won many titles in the football, and he made incredible money. Because I'm sure in NBA I can't change. Even if I change, they say, "What are you doing here?" So you are European coach. Right. So let's change with one European coaches, and I can change with Carlo Ancelotti from Real Madrid.
Do you have any secret talents that would surprise people?
It's not secret yet. Swimming. So
you're a great swimmer.
Yes, but it's not secret. So no, I don't make nothing. I'm very focused for basketball and swimming life, sun, swimming to fresh air.
So where's your favorite vacation spot?
Favorite vacation, it's Turkey, so Bodrum.
I agree.
You agree, eh? You like now to
Absolutely. So that will conclude our episode. Thank you, Coach, for being here. Obviously, we spoke about a lot of great things.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep it off the record.
There we go.
Hayır, you may go, sir.